know, we've been separated from in two separate kingdoms for a long time, and now we're just completely dismantled.
Yeah.
You know, but the Lord is coming to you know, bond us all back together.
Because you got a lot of people without, you know, understanding. The majority of these people are without understanding, right? So they might be like, I remember they might be like, oh, why is you know, Ed Sheeran winning that award? That should be a black person winning that award. You know, because they're on that low level, they think it's black and white, but now it's like, nah, well, he's an Israelite still.
The roots go deep.
Yeah.
You know, the roots go deep, and you know, like I said, because it's not recorded, there's no tangible history that we can just go follow back and say, yeah, this guy is from Israel, or he a son of Judah or something. We can't do none of that stuff, man. Everything has to be through the Spirit. The spirits are the roots.
Yeah.
Scripture.
You know, and we follow those spiritual roots, man, and we identify who's part of our family tree, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's
you know,
it.
that's how we do things like that.
Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Okay, because we don't walk by sight. Okay, so you said we don't walk by sight, man. Okay, so we're not, because we don't walk by sight, that means we can't be deceived. Because a man goes by his own sight and it can be deceived by what he sees, right? That's why Esau's so good at what he does.
Oh, yeah.
Because he deceives everyone by sight, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, by ear and whatever. But he can't deceive us in the spirit.
Yeah, it tells you that in the First Corinthians, the natural man can't receive that which is of the spirit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with these Jake that are out there that, you know, look like the other nations, man. You know, we wait to feel that connection or to spiritually see that connection. You know, and then we can determine based off what we feel and what we can see in the spirit whether that guy is, you know, is of Israel or not.
Yeah.
You might not be able to pinpoint exactly what tribe he's from, but none of that's really doesn't really matter at this point in time.
Just have discernment.
You know what I mean? And even these guys we do identify or they're Jake, man, doesn't even really matter if they're not of the elect.
Oh, let me grab something for you.
You know
real
what I mean?
quick.
Because unless they're being saved, man, they might as well be nobody.
Ultimately, it's like fulfillment of prophecy. What's it? Habakkuk? Is it Habakkuk 2:1-5? I'll do a work in that day that you
I can.
You should work in that day.
Yeah.
You should not
Yeah.
understand.
not believe it, even though it's been done.
Totally,
Yeah.
because it's basically like it's just to show it's for the fulfillment of prophecy.
Yeah.
only.
Yeah. That's it.
But
That's it.
in terms of, we're not saying that because Bruce Lee's a Jake, that it's like we're meant to worship Bruce Lee. You know,
Yeah.
fuck him.
What?
He ain't of the elect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? As far as we know.
If I can add to your point, Art, because who put Yahushua to death? Israelites. Yeah, I've got a quick one just on that. It's Romans 9:6. Right, not as though the word of the Most High hath taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, unless it doesn't even really matter. It's just something. It's just an observation that we can make in the spirit because we can. The spirit's working for us, man. You know, and like I said, it's not by sight. So we have a deeper understanding that most people don't have. You know, and people we're going to continue to question it. You know, but again, what you question, you know, doesn't really matter to us either.
All of that is just like pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah,
And it just adds to the point that everything written in the scriptures is true.
that's right. It's confirmation of the spirit.
Quickly said. 1 Corinthians 12:10. To another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits. So the Lord has given us the ability to discern, you know, certain, you know, people's spirits upon the face of the earth. It's a gift.
Some men better than
About
others.
the carnal man can't receive those things. So there's like a mental block. He ain't gonna get that. Oh, he looks different though. You know. But if I said, oh yeah, okay, he looks different, man, but can you do what he does?
Yeah.
That's when Ed Sheeran first. I remember his SBTV.
He was very
I was like, yo, who is this guy, man?
Yeah.
You could tell he had a bit of flavour because he said Rastaman time. And he started spitting playing the guitar.
And
Well, even a brother, you know, the brother
I've
that
got a
used to
preset
be
for
in
you.
that circle, he was gonna do a song with him. He knows him like that. So it's, you know.
And the evidence is this, right? Even if you can't see it on a spiritual, right? Okay, think about this, right? When you think about Esau, you don't think about entertainment, bro.
yeah.
You don't. People travel all across the world to go and see the carnival and all this kind of stuff here to see different type of Jakes,
Yeah. Performing.
specific type of things.
Yeah.
No one goes to Esau for that.
That's it.
And if you think you're going to Esau for that, then you have to think about
What exactly? I got.
Just a quick one, just
Okay,
to fire
go ahead.
one, because it's kind of funny. Habakkuk 1:5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. And a lot of them
That's
are not
it.
believing it.
You ain't gonna believe. I got a quick one. So Matthew 5:13, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men.
Right, so the Israelites is what makes this world interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, we make this place what it really is.
Yeah.
As bad as it is right now, we are still the life of the earth.
Exactly.
You know, no matter what age it was, even these great kingdoms that came before us needed Israelites
Yeah. That's
to
it.
help manage or build their kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Because without them, it would have been shit.
Yeah. And
You know,
yeah.
because imagine what the Greeks or the Romans would have done without a Colosseum, having
Yeah.
Jake Gladiator and stuff like that. Rome would have been ransacked by the peasants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to appease them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, but there's things that Jake brings to this planet, man, that everyone takes for granted. Really.
Exactly.
They exploit all of this.
Yeah.
You know, but it's us that do that.
Yeah. If I can add as well, and because we are the salt of the earth, if you're saying that a certain someone's a heathen that does exceptional thing, that's basically saying the Most High is a lie when he made Jake above everyone else. Right? If they say Ronaldo is the best footballer in the world right now, but so you're saying the best footballer on earth is a heathen, but the Lord made Israel better than everyone.
Yeah, if anyone's going to excel at anything, it's going to be Israelites, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not to say every brother's gifted and talented at everything. You know, there's some, you know, some brothers don't
Everyone
have
has a
particular
talent.
Yeah, some brothers might not have a particular talent. You can't say, oh well, we use the dancing Jake a lot, you know, because Jake can dance on the most.
Some brothers can't
most
dance.
races,
Not all
some brothers
Jakes, yeah,
just
not all
don't dance,
Jakes
or
don't
can't
really
dance,
like,
or someone's just too scared to dance. They're too nervous or something.
Yeah.
That's why they haven't got fluid
Yeah.
movement. And, you know, it could be many things in it, but.
Yeah.
Most I made our ways diverse, even amongst
Exactly. Exactly.
Just to say that point, because I was talking to someone I know in the world about that, and because he said, yeah, you know, when you get around the heathen, you kind of realize how talented we are. But I said, like, don't forget though. I said, like, the environment around us is like the only reason why I learned how to dance.
Exactly. That's it.
I
That's
go
it.
to a rave. I see everyone doing the take away yourself or the snap you. Like my guys are dancing like I'm like shit. I don't
Yeah.
know the dance or the candy
Yeah.
dance. I don't know it. So what I do, I go home
That's
and learn
it.
it. So there is an element of
Environment
if
almost.
you're
Yeah.
drawn to that, then
Yeah.
do it. But Jake has a capacity to do certain
Yeah.
things. But a lot of the times they don't.
No, 50%.
Yeah, they don't pursue it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, man, because Esau has a dead thing that you know is an Edomite, man. He just can't feel things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lacks feeling. He doesn't vibe with anything really.
Yeah.
You know, Jake might want to do something, can't do something
Yeah.
because he feels like he's being moved.
Yeah,
His spirit, man.
yeah,
Esau
yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
Much
yeah,
Esau,
yeah.
he acts like a damn fucking gorilla, man.
Yeah.
You know, he just
Yeah.
a bit rough around the edges, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. So I was gonna make a quick point to back up what Paul was saying, because that's when the apostles are like, you might look at the dad and be like, nah, that guy's a hammer, but he's growing up around Ham. He's a Jake. He's got. Yeah. But then you look at his children now. His children be rolling around with Jake. Charles like, okay, yeah, that's a Jake,
Doing
man.
all the TikTok videos.
Yeah.
That's a vibrational thing, man. 'cause
Yeah.
you know, we all resonate with one another, man.
Yeah.
You know, we don't typically resonate with Edomites.
Yeah.
You know, you might be able to, you know, manipulate them to certain, you know, you might
Yeah.
supplant them and that kind of stuff. We don't really resonate with them. I mean, so many awkward Edomites, bro.
Yeah,
Thinking,
they're really.
I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
But I gotta talk to you just, you know, because we work together or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but you just, you know, don't feel right. You know.
It's Psalms 137:3. For they that carried us away captive required of us a song,
That's right.
and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. So even in a lower state, in captivity, Esau knew that he could use us for entertainment. You know, now that ain't the end all and be all of Jake, just entertainment.
gifted.
Yeah, but because we're gifted, we can do many different things on many different levels, man. And one of those things is being entertaining.
Esau's real gift is just violence.
Yeah.
Really, and that's not even because he can fight well. It's just a violent man.
Yeah. He's
He's
using
got
his
power,
blessing.
guns and whatever. He's made the most out of his blessing, and that's
what
all he
Jake's
really
made.
has. You know, but we most are blessed with many things. You know,
Yeah, can.
you know some we've not even explored and tapped into.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
That's it.
Oh, witty inventions. Like,
Yeah.
Witty inventions, it goes deep.
That's why, because I got that. This is Daniel's 1:3 and 4. Alright? So it reads, and the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel and of the king's seed, so that the consecrated line of the lineage of the hierarchy of Israel. And you weren't consecrated to be, like, if you're of the king's lineage, the Spirit's on you to be in the king. Like, that's an office.
That's such a lot.
Yeah.
You've been set up for that. You're supposed to be
That's
set up
it,
for
you're
that.
supposed to be set up for that. Why did Levi get the blessing above? Why did Levi get the priesthood above all the other tribes? Because the whole tribe of Levi, as a collective, through the spirit of Levi, showed that they rode out for the word of the Most High more than the rest of Israel. So that means they had the spirit to be the priests. That's why. And why did Judah get the head tribe? Through excellency of skill.
Yeah.
They didn't get it because it weren't even meant to go to them. It was meant to go to Joseph. It told you that in the book of Kings, I believe, or Chronicles. But they got them through the excellency of skill. They just showed they had more ability,
diligence and that for that.
yeah, for that role, and they got it. And then through the spirit, they wind up having King David through down to Yahweh Shai. So that shows you the spiritual thing.
What I'm saying, but again, like we say, it's not to say that every king of Judah was good.
That's the thing.
You know, there's elements among us, bro. You know what I mean? But you know, but as a whole, this is what we kind of emulate. This is what we represent. This is what we have to give. This is what the Lord's has, you know, been poured upon us, man. You know.
I got a bit more. Verse 4. Children in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom and cunning in knowledge and understanding science. You know, not pseudo science, true science, man. Because they got it. How did they get that true science? Through the word. All right?
So science means knowledge.
That's it. And even going back to the book of Deuteronomy, when the law was given unto Israel, the Heavenly Father said that, look, this is your
Wisdom in the sight
of the nation. This is your glory, your wisdom in the sight of the nations. So that when they see you, they shall say, such a nation with this knowledge. Yeah. So they could hear, they heard our knowledge and was like, damn, these people really are. And that's why they choose.
And that's why we got no respect now.
That's it.
Because we don't keep none of those things now.
man,
Our
yeah.
people are buck wild, man.
Yeah.
And there's no respect for us against any nation. Everyone looks us down, you know, looks down on us, man. You know, because there's nothing righteous about us right now.
Yep. Oh, and Esau as well, being the devil, he furthers that agenda. Because, for instance, when you see an Edom, that black culture as well, I was talking more like when you see like an Edomite woman do something crazy, that was just her, right? And they will push it in the media as that was just her. She had mental illness or something. An anomaly. But when it's a so-called black woman or whatever, Israelite woman, that's like, oh, they'll leave it as ambiguous if they say that's all of them. That's just all they're good for.
Well, I want to get back to you even stir, because I was talking to someone about this yesterday, but the whole, like, Jake is 4 times more likely to get corona than it's like,
They're
that's
saying
so
Hispanics now as well.
Sorry?
They're saying Hispanics now in America as well now.
black and brown.
And even it's like, but then if you do, no one's gonna sit there and do the maths. Like, wait, hold on, 4 times. That means every black person walking around great, or you know, like, it's ridiculous. But that's because they want it. They want to put a stain on us. That, you know, that entails so much. Right? It doesn't just say
Adds to the
they've got
negativity.
COVID. Yeah, it just says like, these people are just just disgusting.
Problems.
They
Yep.
they brought COVID-19 to us. They're the like. It's so much that you can say about the lifestyle. Oh, they eat chicken and chips. Oh, they don't know how to take care of themselves. Oh, it opens a whole new kind of like Pandora's box, basically.
Yeah, reason to be persecuted and all that.
Yeah, and to say, you know, they're just niggas, basically. And it says, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning of the tongue of the Chaldeans. So what you got to remember as well, this is the Babylonian Empire. With the heathen empire, we're talking all the kingdoms after, on this side, after the flood. The highest after Egypt, which we made the highest, was what? Babylon. That's the golden head. So we're talking, Jake set the precedent in the golden head that all the kingdoms that came after it had an element of Babylon.
Yeah.
Because what's today? What we in today? The daughter of Babylon.
Yeah.
So it shows you that we're the backbone of this thing.
That's it.
Through
That's
every,
it.
even though they don't know it, it's like Elam, for example. They're big into herbs and currying. Let's not forget that. Who were the people
That's it.
in verses afterwards that showed like you could live off pulse and
Yep.
you live better? Daniel.
Yep.
before, you know.
Yeah.
So it shows you that there's elements of what we taught in the past that these lot held on to
Yeah.
because we showed it to be a wise and understanding thing to do. So we have our like Israel is our vibration is in
Inspired
everything.
many.
Yeah.
You know, when you were saying that, I was just thinking about also, like, you know, like in Japan, the samurai and that kind of stuff. The beginning of their whole thing was based on that kind of, you know,
Yeah.
feudalism kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That samurai way of life. Israel come and done away with that kind of stuff now, but you know, their culture really stems from things we did in those times, you know, around that. And it's like a lot of these cultures, they've learned things from us, man. You know, and it's defined, you know, a bit who they are. You know.
Second Chronicles 9:3. And when the Queen of Sheba had seen the wisdom of Solomon and the house that he built, now jump down to go to something else. Verse 5. And she said to the king, it was a true report which I heard of mine own land, of thine acts and of thy wisdom. Howbeit I believed not their words until I came and mine eyes had seen it. And behold, the one half of the greatness of thy wisdom was not
Wait, I
told
was
to
just
me.
gonna say, bro, so she kept hearing so much about Solomon that she had to get up her ass off her throne to go down to Israel and be like, nah, I gotta see if this is real. What was she hearing, man?
Yeah.
That made her say, fuck this, I'm leaving my kingdom to go and see what they're talking about in Israel.
Potentially perilous journey.
Risk it all just to see hair and see.
She had to kill him. Anyone could have come and try to take it away.
yeah.
And stuff, man. She had to have a heavy guard with her there. You know. So, yeah.
And howbeit I believed not their words until I came and mine eyes had seen it. And behold, the one half of the greatness of thy wisdom was not told to me. For thou exceedest,
Exceeded all of that.
for thou exceedest the fame that I heard.
Fuck me.
Wow. So that means the people that were reporting to her, they couldn't even capitalize what they saw properly.
Yeah. Hey, like Chinese whispers, when you say it the second time round, it may, you know, it ain't really the same.
taken out
It's
of
for
it.
exactly, yeah.
She was already enchanted by half of what she heard.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it compelled her to come and see the king,
Yeah.
man. Come and see the king.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's gonna happen again, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
You know.
I've got something quickly. There's Jeremiah 10:16. It says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name." So that's why everyone else has taken, like the brother just said, taken bits of Israel throughout history and held on to that, man. You know, because they got it from us. You know, going even back to Abraham, when he was in Egypt, he gave them the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of how to, you know, maps and all that. You know, and that's how they built their empire.
Yeah.
But they ain't going to give credit to that. They ain't going to give credit to Abraham.
Exactly. They say it's Pythagoras' theorem. But it's like but it's actually when you read the history properly, it's like, okay, no, but the Egyptians must have had that knowledge because they built the pyramids like that.
Exactly. The knowledge has been passed down.
It's been passed down, but they'll call it Pythagoras' theorem now.
Because he's Greek, you know. Got a Greek name, you know, Edomite name or whatever.
Like the brother said, Israel, we make the world go round, man. We're the ones that make this shit spin, man. You know.
And even I mentioned this before, but basically it's like, look, the wisdom is what makes like
Because of messed up.
Sets the standards.
the law, statutes, and commandments. It just takes us to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But then what supersedes that is like someone could, like the nations, they've learned part and parcel of our knowledge. But what supersedes that is prophecy. The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So the word is that Yahushua is the word. And the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding we get from the law, statute, and commandments. But then his testimony, what is like the upper echelon of that is prophecy. Testimony, Yahushua. And it's the fact that Joseph interpreted the dream that told him, look, these 7 years,
Exactly.
set
That's
aside a tax. Then what did it do? It made them be head and shoulders above every kingdom out there.
Yep. And then the government bought up everything, which is exactly what you're seeing right now, all over again.
That's it.
And that's the thing, people got so desperate before he came and was speaking about the desperation that Esau has, where basically everyone ended up selling themselves into slavery. Like, look, man, we've got nothing else to give you, just take us. Right? That's why these people go, look, man, we just want food. And he goes, well, look, man, if you want food, I've got something for you.
Whereas, I mean, history repeats itself.
Yeah.
But that's the same time we're running into, man.
Yeah.
Because right now, people are given what they have right now, which is their liberties right now. You know, but eventually it's going to get to such a point where you're just gonna have to give yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put yourself in subjection underneath Esau.
Yeah.
As soon as everybody gets that chip, that's what you become. You become a permanent slave.
Yeah. You become
No.
cattle, man.
Yeah.
You do-
You've been branded.
Yeah.
You're now owned, fully owned now by the elites, by these elite Edomites, man. Okay, so that same situation is going to play out, man. And this is why the things are written aforetime are written for our learning. Because, you know, anybody that knows the scriptures, man, should be aware of that.
It's all the same. Cause why you gonna want this man in your body, man? On a level, because the thing is with no, on a level though, because the thing is that chip will be able to read your vitals, right? So then they're gonna see you on a okay, his heartbeat's racing. His heart, okay, he's probably having sex right now. What chip is he near?
They can-
Oh, he's near. Oh, okay.
They can interpret everything.
Everything, man.
I mean, you got the AIs and breaking down all kinds of shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know, it's the
Yeah.
same,
I'm
man.
sure,
you
like-
can have a limit on sex and shit.
Yeah.
Man. You don't have no sex on it.
Yeah.
He's violating.
Yep. Well, that's how you, because they said keep at 500 million, right? That's the best way of knowing how many people, right? He's having sex when he shouldn't. Shock it.
Determine who they want to keep around as well.
That's right. That's
Because I'm sure
ooh,
they'll
yeah.
form, eugenics basically. They'll formulate a understanding of an algorithm of who you are after a certain amount of time
A good
having that chip.
specimen and a bad specimen.
Yeah.
Or do you think they got all your CVs and they know what your experience is? They know what you're always an engineer. Yeah, we could use him.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he can procreate with this one and all this kind of
Ah.
stuff. But you, Jake or Latino or anything,
Yeah.
nah, you just scum.
Yeah.
Scum of the earth.
Even if
Like,
they're
don't
white,
need you.
Yeah.
they'll probably formulate some algorithm to say, wait, this guy has some nigga telling. You know, they got their own witchcraft that.
Well, I remember on Slacky, bro. I remember on, I think it was Futurama, and they basically had the means of identifying what everybody's job would be. So they were born, and this guy would be a bus driver, or that child would be,
Yeah.
an engineer or whatever. They were deciding that from
Yep.
the get-go, and Esau's system that he's got right now is not, it's not far-fetched. They can determine what you're going to be, you're going to be going forward in his kingdom, in his system. And if you don't want you, it's going to be like what's that? Gehenna, man.
Yeah.
Where they were just chucking their children in the fire, man. You're just going to be disposed of.
Yeah. Well, they'd be doing that already, huh? They call it abortion clinics, man.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of scripture.
But a lot more people are going to go through them.
Yeah. That's it.
You're going to get
That's
processed.
It.
They're going to
That's
put it in
it.
process.
That's it.
Well,
That's
they
it.
show you that in what's that movie, man? Equilibrium.
Can't.
They process them, they put them in an actual furnace and burn them. Right?
Damn.
One of their judges.
See, this whole Orwellian society, man, is coming, man. Esau's on that.
Right, this is Psalm 64 and verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Oh, that's it. Hey, because even as you're saying that, you said a diligent search, right? When you look at if you think about this, a woman, she pisses on a stick, and that stick is able to tell her whether she's pregnant or not. Right, that's a diligent search. Like the man was able to isolate. Oh shit, like you're saying, they'll be able to see your metrics and everything. They'll be like, okay, cool. When a woman's pregnant, she's got more of this hormone in her piss.
Yeah.
When she's this, she's got more of that hormone.
And they have the ones that tell you how many weeks too.
Exactly. Yeah, and they're pretty damn accurate as well. Right, and then what do you call it? Even on that, when you're happy, you've got this much hormone. When you're sad, you've got that much hormone. So once again, right, you got the chip. Police go and come at you. Oh, he's angry. He's angry. Shut him down, whatever. So they know your intent from just your hormones, and that's that diligent search, man. For years, this man's been going around doing the research, all of that sort of stuff, man.
That's it. And it says both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. The heart meaning their mind. It's deep. They will sit there, thinking of wickedness. What's that, Micah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They just be sitting there, calculating ways of how they can oppress people, how they can make more money, how can they, can gain more control of the people. That's Esau's desires, man.
You always got like an A, B, C scenario of the situation as well. So if this happens and this reaction happens, we can do this.
Yeah.
Go to stage 2. In certain movies they always say, We done the first
Oh,
stage.
yeah,
Now
phase
move to
one,
stage
yeah,
phase
yeah,
two,
yeah.
phase one.
Yeah.
The phase 2 of the corona epidemic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This phase. Yeah.
More people are gonna die. Yeah, but you shouldn't lift the lockdown.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
All these COVID meetings,
Exactly.
executive
Man.
meetings and shit.
That's how subtle they are, man.
They continuously plan for the demise of the people. You know, and they, like I said, they always come out, you know, as if they're, you know, righteous people
Yep.
that they're trying to help. But they sit here and plan
Yep.
continuously how to overthrow the people.
Yep. And if I can now, they.
That goes into the thing of even at the program we call it masterminds, innit?
What was that?
What's that?
No, it was-
Someone knocking at the door.
yeah. The only thing that sounds like okay.
Jacob's ladder, isn't it?
Someone knocking at the door.
You know that program Masterminds, that goes
Oh,
into
yeah,
that as
yeah.
well, because that's what Esau is. He's like the mastermind, like more smarter and wiser than Daniel. And
Yep.
that
That's it.
and that.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to be, masterminds of the earth.
It's no everything.
I got a precept here, it's Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay, Esau's nothing but an unwise king. You know, he thinks he can play God. Okay, and that just shows you his foolishness.
Yeah.
Okay, and where anyone that follows this unwise ruler is going to end up being destroyed.
With it,
And
man.
that's why we read earlier the judgment of taking that chip, Revelations 14. Okay, you want to receive that judgment, that fiery judgment of the Heavenly Father, man, because you put your trust in Him. Okay, but that is the wrong thing to do. We also read, don't never trust thy enemy. So you putting your trust in Him was the wrong thing to do.
Got something for you?
It's just the wrong thing to do, man. You should never have done that.
Why are you gonna do that?
Why are you going to do that, man? You know, it ain't gonna lead you to nowhere good. You can drop these bars all day, you know. And them old classics, man. But yeah, it's just a bad move, man. You know, and this is the fate of all those that don't put their trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know,
Yeah.
brothers,
Preset. Yeah. And what you said, it says Isaiah 31:1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Right, which is the main thing. You go, we go to seek Yahweh, man. That's the only place I go and say. That's why, I used to have certain family members, things will go, happen to them. What they do? They go to Esau. I'm like, well, okay. And then shit fucks up. I'm like, well, you trusted Esau, man. Right? But what should we be trusting? Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? Because you call Esau, and we read it earlier on, Esau, you said, Scripture says, he that will seek to save his life shall lose it. Right? When these times will come, they'll be like, look, I need to eat. Let me take the chip. Right? Trying to save their life. But look, they're fucked up now. They done fucked up.
That was a death sentence.
Yep.
In that day. I got a quick precept. It's in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 and 4. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. We're, dealing with 70 AD, loss of our identity, fulfillment of Jeremiah 17 and 4.
This continues of our heritage.
Yep.
All of that, yeah.
And then it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, alright, being Esau, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is, and it's the point, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And that's what the eyes of the Lord is 1,000 times 1,000 brighter than the sun, say. So Esau with an RFID chip coupled with CCTV and all the science that they have on the left-hand side basically allows them to do what the Most High is doing, but in a carnal sense of the way, right? And that's why he's doing all of these things. Want to building these algorithms. The Most High set up the original algorithm, right? Just a good look at how spiritual tech versus carnal tech is the Urim and the Thummim. That was just a crystal ball that was inside the priest's garment in
Ephod.
his ephod, and he'd take it out when they couldn't find judgment and go before it, and they'll get a judgment for it. Now you have the Urim and the Thummim with this, but guess what? There's disinformation on this.
It's corrupt.
It's corrupted. You have to actually have a spiritual eye to utilize the Urim and the Thummim the way the way it was. Whereas in the ancient world, you just came before and it told you what it was. So